Hello watch fans, it's Anders here on Watch channel. Just very quickly checking in with you guys because I just picked up a very interesting, very complicated watch from Christopher Ward. So this is the Christopher Ward C1 Malvern Worldtimer, and this is the completely new Worldtimer watch from Christopher Ward. They base it on a Sellita movement, but they built their own in-house caliber or modification addition to the movement on top of this watch. This is the completely new Worldtimer watch. It comes in 3 different versions. It's exactly the same colors, but you can get it with a blue, a black, or a brown leather strap. If you followed my channel for a long time, you would know that I used to have the old Christopher Ward Worldtimer watch, which was really great. It was a really fun watch, really well built, very accurate, but I sold it because it simply became too big. So this is a 43.5 millimeter big watch, and that is of course because you need to be able to read all the different time zones in the world. It's quite hard to make this a 40 millimeter if it should be readable. But I think it's a really fun watch, and I got the chance to get it in for a review. So this is just a first impressions video, just to let you guys see the watch, because I haven't really seen any videos on YouTube about this C1 Grand Malvern from Christopher Ward. So I just wanted to really check in with you guys and just show you very quickly the watch, talk a little about the watch, and then of course I will be back with a full review where I give you all my pluses and minuses with this watch. So very interesting watch, as we can see on the dial, which of course is the star of this watch. Although it's really well finished, it is the Grand Malvern, so it's the highest end or the highest class of Christopher Ward watches. We have the world map, and then we have a 24-hour counter, and then we have the simple seconds hand, hour hand, and minute hand. And on the outer part of the dial here, we have all the different time zones in the world, so we can find Samoa, Anchorage, Hawaii, Cairo, Paris, London, a lot of places around the world: New York, Mexico, Santiago, Rio de Janeiro down here, Dhaka, Bangkok. We can find a lot of places around the world, and the idea is that you can actually rotate this inner part of the dial. So you can rotate this part of the dial with a 24-hour counter, but if you see this kind of searchlight, the orange we have here, you can actually also manipulate that one. So in the first position, let's say this is my home time, for example. You can also choose to have the home time inside of the dial here. So this is my hometown time. It's just 20 to 7 in the evening. Then you just change the orange searchlight. So now this is my second time zone, and so on. You can simply just move it, as you see here. If you turn the crown counterclockwise, you change the searchlight. If you turn it clockwise, you change the inner part of the dial. So you get both functionality, and the point is that you can change between time zones when you're on the plane or when you land at the new time zone without having to turn or change the hometown time. And you can also do it the other way around. It's just how you choose to do it. So very interesting watch in my opinion, because of this dial and this super nice in-house complication. So again, it is built the base module, the base caliber on this watch is a Sellita, I believe. And then they designed and built their own Worldtimer module to put on top of this watch. And my guess would be that we will very soon see Christopher Ward probably making an in-house movement. So looking at the crystal, you can see it's a slightly domed crystal, very nice sapphire crystal. The finishing is super nice, with very beautiful brushing on the outside of the case here, and down here you have polishing. So looking at the movement, it's really well. Sorry, just trying to get this camera to focus. As you can see here, very nicely finished with perlage and Geneva striping on the rotor. Very nicely made. High quality leather strap, Italian hand stitched cordovan, and a deployment buckle with push button. Super nice watch. So if you're interested in this watch, you definitely will have to take out some money from your account, because it It's priced at 1,245 euros, so that's approximately $1,400. This is definitely not a very cheap watch or an affordable watch per se, but if you look at the functionality, the build quality and the functionality, and compared with other well-timed watches with the same complications, automatic watches, then this is actually quite affordable compared to many other watches. It is a acquired taste, or maybe it's just a watch to have in your collection as a fun travels watch. If it's a business watch, if you're out traveling, this is definitely a business watch because it has the kind of dressy qualities that you would expect from a classy Worldtimer, but it's not a very affordable watch per se. So you can of course find many other watches, and if you're looking at dual time watches at lesser prices than these $1,400 or approximately 1,200 euros, but for what you're getting, the finishing, the in-house modular complication they made, and the overall quality of this watch, I think you get a quite nice deal. And if you look into just following Christopher Ward, you can often get $120 to $150 in discount, and then you're down at around $1,300. So just wanted to check in with you with this Christopher Ward C1 Grand Malvern Worldtimer. I will of course be back with the full review of this interesting watch very soon. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, remember to subscribe, then you will not miss the full review of this watch and a lot of other watches I have coming along the way. Thank you, bye.